Yay. What it do? What's happening? Wednesday night. My camera all throw it off. Wednesday night, we in here, man. It's the mighty no strings attached. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody having a good week so far. You did? Thank you for taking some time and hanging out with us tonight. We'll have a good time per usual. You dig? Talking about, we're going to give y'all a break from these trials and this wild stuff going on with celebrities and stabbings and all that. We're going to talk about family pressure, right? Just dealing with your family and different stuff going on. I guess we'll get to that other stuff as well. But we're going to have a good time tonight, man. Everybody say what's up to Cousin Torian, a.k.a. I Runs Wild.
What up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. It's been a chill day. I'm stuffed. I just finished eating. And I'm ready to talk my ears, so let's go.
Let's do it, man. Everybody say what's up to One, a.k.a. Lie, the proprietor of Glint's L&L. What up, my dude?
What up? We in here. Summer body. What up?
Yeah, man. We up in here, man. Thank everybody that's been listening to the show in the audio form. Of course, our YouTube family. As always, we appreciate y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Them damn fools is back again. Hit the subscribe button. And make it drop a comment as well, man. It don't cost you nothing just to drop us a comment. You dig what I'm saying? Or to hit the subscribe button. Or bare minimum, hit the like. Just hit the thumbs up button. Bare minimum. You dig? Torian got his Dominican look today. Right, with the head. Torian going full Dominican today on y'all. You know? He went full Dominicano. Let's go here, man. Let's get these knocked out the way. Let's go to these. Let's get these birds of the weekend here. Let's go. Yeah, man. The first bird, I got to go here. I just saw this bird, and I don't even know who's the bird. It's just a funny conversation. Somebody's a bird in this. I don't know who. I think it's a conversation between Vlad and Aries Spears, right? I think Vlad's the bird because I think Vlad gets caught in a position that I don't know if he wanted to get caught out in. I don't know where he was trying to go with this. And some people may think Aries is the bird because Aries, why are you looking at it from that perspective and making it deeper than what it is? But nonetheless, we got to do it. So let's play a little bit of this. This is fair use, Vlad. Don't throw us no strike on this. Don't be goofy. We're going to play a little bit. Here we go. So they were talking about the Kanye situation, right? When Kanye was talking about him and his cousin. We're not getting into the details of that, but that's what they were talking about. And so it goes into the porn thing. And let's go.
Saw the pictures.
Well, no, you talking specifically about gay porn. If you talking about traditional man on woman porn, that's a whole nother. You're talking about two different things.
Listen, I've accidentally scrolled by some gay porn while going through.
What?
Hey, Aries calling Cap. Aries is calling Cap. You dig? Aries is calling Cap on you, Vlad. Vlad tried to say he just, stumbled down. He gonna try to nigga explain. Here we go. Or white explain.
And when you go on Pornhub and sometimes some gay shit pop up, you just scroll past it. You go, click.
So that's only part one. Let me get to the second part, and this is where I think Vlad gets caught out there even a little bit more. Let's go.
I think watching gay porn, if you're straight, doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Say that again.
If you watch gay porn and you're straight, it doesn't make you want to do gay stuff.
This nigga's a homosexual.
Don't say that again. Watch gay porn.
Rewind that and say what you just said one more time.
Watching gay porn doesn't make you want to do gay stuff.
watching gay porn. But why you watching it?
I'm not.
Yo, I don't know. I've never been I've never partaken personally. I'm not saying, to each his own, but Vlad was making an appeal that, hey man, watching gay porn, that don't make you want to do gay stuff, Now, Aries' question is, well, why are you watching it? That's a thing. I think that's a valid question as well.
I mean, y'all be watching gay porn too.
Whoa. I thought you was gonna say some profound stuff, and Torian said, "Nah, y'all watch it too." What?
I mean, y'all do. Y'all be watching two girls. That's gay porn too.
Yeah, but we know, what we talk about when we say gay. Come on, we already know.
Know. I mean, y'all be watching that shit too, though.
The only person on this show that I know that has at least talked about her infatuation for male-on-male porn is Naomi. She's the only one on the show that has that's her thing. That's her. But Naomi also thinks that guys sit around and we watching a basketball game and then an orgy pops off. So I don't know how valid she is as a source. But that had me dying.
Can you dispute that claim?
Yes, that's never happened in all of my years of existence playing video games and kicking it. It's never went from watching a game or playing video games or just chilling to some porn music comes on in the background. That's never happened in my life. Right. I can raise my hand and say, yeah, that's never happened to me. I don't know what happens in other friend groups, but
I don't know what happened that last time we was hanging out. No, I was kidding.
It's God. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's catch another bird real quick. Anything else on that, or we moving on? Shout out to Vlad, man. Vlad out here watching. He said he watching gay porn, man.
No, yeah, he just exposed himself.
Yeah, he watched.
He tried to test the water to see if it's cool.
Right. He tried to tip his toe in there. Let's see what they say.
Aries is like, hell no.
Yeah, he should have tried that with one of his white guests. He should have tried that with like Adam 22 or something.
No, that's exactly who he should have tried that with.
Yeah, because the average black dude ain't, especially on camera. Oh no, they gonna, be like, hell no, nigga.
Right.
I don't even wipe my ass, But anyway, let's go here though with your favorite auntie, Torian, and that's Tokyo Tony. She came out a couple weeks ago, right, and said that somebody. Now, what happened a few weeks ago? Because she said she took somebody into her home and they stole from her. What the hell Tony got going on?
Oh yeah,
like a fan or something, right?
I never really looked into the whole story besides watching that video of them fighting. But yeah, she just said like she had helped somebody out and they got mad and she wanted them gone or something. And they like came back. They left and they came back while she was gone and like stole a whole bunch of her shit. All her like designer shit that she had accumulated.
Yeah,
through
like
gifts and shit.
It's so many questions though. So did they break in? Did you give this random person a key? Like, I don't know.
Person probably I think she said they got through the back door.
How?
So they probably already knew how to get in that hole.
That don't make no sense. Just
left
because
a window unlocked or some shit,
But just because I know where Lionel lives, that don't mean I can get in without Lionel opening the door. Like it sounds like I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of BS. But here's her latest venture. Tokyo Tony is this in her front yard? Where's the HOA at?
This is her. She had that business building when she was like leasing and shit that you can like do whatever ventures you had. I forgot all that list that she was doing. It was all in this one building that she bought.
Well, I guess
that's what she's doing in front of there.
Tokyo Tony Enterprises.
Yeah, that's the building called.
There we go.
Massages, please.
Somebody, the first comment I said, the comment was like, why she playing on this woman back? Tony, have you taken any classes for this or anything? Or you just look?
Doing the typical stuff that
yeah,
you
she saw that somewhere.
right. Just the elbow that
Look.
I hope she didn't pay for this.
No, she did. Like it's you have to be a motherfucking fool. Spend $650 to get that.
$650.
Yeah, $650.
That's cap. She ain't pay no damn shit. That little struggle ponytail she got show tells me she didn't pay $650 for that. Ain't no way she paid $650.
No.
$650 for what? For her to look at what she did. I mean, I don't know how the rest of the massage went, but you know, it's a no for me, dog.
Definitely a no. Like, what does that even do? Just because it's by Tokyo Tony, she trying to charge $650. I agree with you. I don't think that lady paid that $650, but I think Tokyo lying.
That's kind of fair though. So her name carry weight.
I got a high 20 for you, Tony. What you want to do?
You said pull out.
I would rather like to pay that much just to feel you touch me. No, I rather
have to be a fan.
I rather have to fight you and then get you know how you hit me like that's
no.
Like what the fuck? If I just want you to feel me or I want to feel your touch, like I just rather just fight.
And that's going to get that feel instead.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, you can get it there too. She do fades too.
Yeah, right.
It's your fades, right?
Yeah. Well, she'll probably try to charge for that.
Mm-hmm. You said you was paying for it. You said you had to pay for the fade. She's like, what kind of fade you need? A haircut or you need to get?
It's like, you need that? I need that. What's up?
It's gonna be her and China versus you.
Hold on. Since we're talking about aunties, let's not forget Torian's other favorite auntie. I just have no use for any of these women, to be honest with you. But Torian's other favorite auntie, what's her name? Rick Ross' baby mama. Yeah, you already know who it is. She was out here on a boat with DDG while he was streaming, and she just loves to make her ass clap. I think that I don't know that. Here's what I think. I don't think that she knew she could do it until she saw the trend start trending again online. And she's like, oh, I can do it. So now this is all she wants to do. So here she go. I'm gonna give her the little bird attention because this is all she wants is some bird attention. So there you go. Congratulations, you bird of the week again. Let's give you the little attention that you were looking for. Here we go.
Let me get this wedgie.
Yeah, come on, that right there. Come on. What are we doing? All right.
Yeah. Y'all been waiting on this, huh?
Those small fries.
It's been a long, hot, sweaty day.
She cried. It was a big one, though. Oh my gosh! No, stop! Why would you put the camera on it?
W chat.
Yeah, look at them.
She's crazy.
Yeah, what are we doing?
That's crazy. What?
Come on, man.
She ever got that much ass that she could do that? What am I doing wrong? Well, I'm about to email her. Like, what's going on? What's the?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I think happened, Torian. I don't think she knew she could do it. I think that she unlocked this talent, and now she just running around chasing a little bird clout. Now there you go. Now she went on to say that her son was on the boat with her.
Yeah.
Now look, I don't, me personally, I don't need my mama on the damn. We on the boat with a bunch of YNs and she on here making her ass clap. No, that's it's a no for me, dog. That's just me personally. It's a chill the fuck out. But shout out to Tia though. You dig? She gonna do whatever it is that she does to keep chasing clout. So and DDG keep putting her on streams with him. So
facts.
Yeah. So there you go. There go your aunties getting a bird of the week love. So there you go. Torian's two favorite aunties out here. They both make bird of the week in the same week. I had one other one I wanted to go to before I got to Iman Shumpert, and we jump into this Oh, I can pull it up right here. I can't think of this dude's name. I know he's one of these young entertainer dudes. I don't know if he's a rapper on stream or what he does, but hold on. Cause he was around several. Did y'all see this? What's this dude's name? Y'all gonna know his name when you see it. He was around several Caucasian women, and people were saying, "Dude, don't be the next one to get set up out here in these streets." What's this guy? What's his name, Tori? You know him? Can you not? Let me just kind of blow it up some more. That it? Yeah, I think that's as big as it's gonna get. Pause.
I seen the I didn't see the video. I scrolled past it a few times and I was gonna fully watch it last night. 'Cause I did see it again, but I didn't. But I don't even know who that is.
You said you do or you don't?
I don't know who that is.
But let's listen to the conversation he's having now with these three young Caucasian women.
Well, y'all wanna
We go with you.
y'all wanna go with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of y'all.
Yeah.
Make it a party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sex party. Yes.
Yeah.
We as a foursome we're doing. You're like, what?
You know that?
Like big booties.
Oh my god, yo.
Big booties.
Lord have mercy.
Can you lift your shirt up?
Wow, y'all trying to? Are y'all what? Y'all not wasting no time.
Yeah, bro, run for your life. Cause they gonna wake up in the morning and it's gonna be charges. Or they might wake up a year from now and it's gonna just run for you. Listen, y'all, this is my plea to all brothers out here right now. And listen, I would advise you in these situations, just like they used to tell us back in the day about drugs, just say no. I know it's difficult. I know you want to go home and have some fun with these little, Caucasian women. I'm imploring you to just say no. Just say no, dude. This sounds like a setup waiting to happen. Hey, we were just drunk and we didn't know, and we got back, and once we got there, we were like, you know what? No, I'd rather go home, and then he did. So it should be. I feel like Dr. Umar should have popped out somewhere.
No, for real.
Dr. Umar should have came from around the corner.
Brother, wake up. No, that's crazy.
I just think it's scary times, and maybe this is gonna be some toxic masculinity, and y'all ain't gotta back me up on this. That's fine. I'll jump on this limb. I'll jump out on this limb myself. Pause. We in a climate right now to where if I'm a single guy and I'm out partying or hanging out, and a woman is talking to me about wanting to go home, and I think that she may have had some drinks or something like that, or I don't, she's, a little too. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna hit you up in the morning. I'm gonna call you in the morning. Let's have a fresh start. Let's exchange some text messages. Let's exchange some stuff first. Yeah, that's just my thoughts. I'm not saying nobody's lying. I don't know nothing about nothing. I ain't saying that. I'm just simply saying I would just be careful right now. That's what I'm saying. I would be. I mean, you should have been being careful always, but I'm just saying I would be careful if I was a young man right now, especially somebody with a little money, a little finance. Yeah, I would be careful. I'm not sending 25,000 per cheek.
No, that's really good advice. Like, I would hate to even be able to relate to that, but I can relate to that. Something similar to this happened to me like a month ago or two, maybe like a month and a half. But it's very real. Like, that's a real situation that could easily just change your life. Like, I saw like my life flash between my eyes for 2 seconds. Like, seriously. But yeah, you guys just watch that shit. Cross your T's, dot your I's, and ultimately just stay away.
Yeah, dude. It's
that's the best advice I can give.
Yeah, because this, I don't know. I'm not saying nobody. I mean, for every true victim there is out there, it's people out there that are being copycats and just trying to set somebody up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
I was helping this girl at the bar from this. It was from this restaurant I love, Joey's. So she's a bartender there. I was just like looking out for her. She was so smacked and faded. And so, hold on 1 second. Yeah. So then me and some other people at the bar, we were all just kind of like a little group that night, and just chopping it up. We like made sure we got her an Uber to get her home safe. She was so faded, and her ironically her boyfriend was there that night, but like wasn't feeling well, got a tooth pulled or something, so he left early. Nonetheless, once she got in that Uber, she like stumbled in, faded in. I thought once she got in, I was like, holy shit, like she's pretty faded. Hopefully everything goes smooth in the Uber, because I've had some crazy Uber experiences too. So then, yeah, then her boyfriend ends up calling me because we exchanged numbers, and her boyfriend ended up calling me like, hey, did you like R word? What's her name? Whatever her name was. Like,
Oh,
I know exactly. He was like, yeah, she said she was R word tonight. And like, yeah, she was like hysterical, whatever. He was like, so the police are notified. Like, it was just bullshit. Like, when I tell you, I went, meanwhile, I was just out having a great time. Still, like,
wow.
in the middle of like getting this call. And I was like, I went so smooth, clean the fuck off on this person. I couldn't even tell you, like, but then I thought about it after that. I wasn't in the moment anymore. I was like, holy shit, hopefully she's okay. So I like followed up. But then no, he actually followed up. He was like apologizing because he felt bad for being accusatory. He was just like, I was hysterical and I was freaking out. I'm like, I'm like, this is why you just cannot be
So
mixing.
let me ask you. I mean, I don't know how much information you got, but did anything actually happen? Like, why did she go with that? You know, so did something actually happen? Because I feel
As
bad for
far as I know, he said that they went to the hospital and they were like getting a R kit done. And
Oh
so
wow.
so he was saying something actually did happen. And so he was saying like, I'm pretty sure at this point it was the Uber driver.
Oh wow.
According to, but then see, I just don't know like enough. Like I don't know what happened. Who knows if she was like really promiscuous, had sex with the Uber driver, and was saying, it was just, oh wow, it was right. I don't
Right.
know.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
if like they actually did, I don't know at all. But I do know she was super faded. Like she was crazily faded to the point that everyone we were like really concerned and made sure she got in the Uber. I watched it my own 2 eyes. Like I was the last person to see her get in that car. I was like, okay, she's good. But then yeah, it went south from there. But that I couldn't even imagine that was happening. I was telling my grandma this is like some 1950s shit. I was like, what
Yeah.
kind of shit is this?
That's
No,
crazy.
that's
No, that's
scary. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's always like the fear, like when you do send a friend home drunk in the Uber. Like I just pray that this motherfucker Uber driver is like a good person. Cause
I know.
I sent Tierra home in the Uber one time. Cause we was out with some coworkers. Well, I was out with some coworkers. She had tagged along, but she had got faded, and I like just sent her home in the Uber, and I was like texting the Uber like, please, like just make sure she get home. Like, please don't be, I don't know bullshit. And this was time we was staying with my dad before we got our apartment ready.
Mhm.
So I like text my dad like, Tierra's coming in the Uber. Like, please just stay up and be looking out for her. And
Mhm.
luckily, like she got home safe and everything. But like that was a big fear. I was like, damn, I should just went home work. Cause I was like thinking like, damn. And I like that was the fear that I had. Like something like that might happen.
Right.
But praise God, we always covered by the blood of Jesus, so we was good.
For sure.
my advice for for people in 2025. I know it's fun. I know sometimes stuff just happens. I promise you, I wouldn't be engaging in any like uh uh sex on the first night with anybody, right? I just would stay away from it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm married and I'm scared for people out here in the streets. And I ain't, well, I'm saying that because like, I don't know what happened with the young lady in the story that Lionel was telling, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. It's kind of like right now to where the way stuff is being painted and put out there that if a woman not saying accusing nobody out there anything, but if a woman wanted to, right, like you were saying, like, I know if she kind of wanted to just be promiscuous, do some jump off shit, and do it, and then all of a sudden her dude or her husband be like, hey, what the hell is this? Like, right? She call up, and then all of a sudden, oh, he raped. You know what I'm saying? He R-word. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's trust me, if somebody's been drinking, just leave it alone. Like that's what I'm saying. Like wait till they sober, text them in the morning, get some emails. Not emails, some text messages back and forth. Y'all figure out what y'all want to do, and even after that, you know what I'm saying? No means no. Don't force the issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, stay clear because everybody right now is very cognizant of, of, you know, there was a time in which, in courting women and hanging out and trying to have sex, it was a whole we used to talk about it as it's part of the quote unquote game. She's like, nah, I ain't doing nothing tonight. And you keep prodding, you know what I'm saying, throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Not you doing anything inappropriate, but, you know, you talking and you trying to, you know, change her mind and the mood, right? That's why I always say, what's that damn song during the damn holidays? That Baby It's Cold Outside? What a wild ass song. What a wild ass song. Woman telling you she got to get on. You dig? So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just everybody be careful. And I'm not excusing nobody's bad behavior. I'm just telling you what I wouldn't do if I was single right now. I wouldn't be doing any one night stands. I wouldn't be having sex with anybody that I had that I think even had a drink. Forget, I don't care if you're not intoxicated. If I seen you drink a drink, I'm done for the night with you. Cool on you. See you in the morning.
No, that's very legit.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm a scary person. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm old and scary now. I used to be
gone just like
I
that.
used to be young and brave. Now I'm old and scary. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm just saying. I'm old and I'm scared of everything. Everything scared me. That's why I don't like really carry my. I know I can carry my gun. I don't carry it a lot unless I got my kids or the family with me, because I just think I'll shoot somebody. I'm just scared now. I'm not fighting one of these YNs out here. These little Negroes is too strong. These white boys know MMA. I'm just I'm not playing with them, bro. I promise you I'm not. I got a bad back, bad knees. All right. Speaking of Uber drivers, though, Lionel. Yeah, here go an Uber driver. I don't know if y'all caught this. This Uber driver right here wanted these folks out of their car. Y'all better get out these folks' Ubers and Lyfts when they tell you get out. If it's their car, it's their car. If they tell you get out, that's what they mean.
You're harassing me.
I'm harassing
Get out
you?
of my vehicle right now.
I'm not harassing
Get
you.
out of my vehicle. She doesn't want to get out of my vehicle.
No, she just pulled
Get
a gun.
out of my vehicle. You're no longer in the ride. Get out. Get out of my vehicle right now.
She got them crazy eyes.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get,
Oh,
get out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You bet.
She wants to.
Now you want to get out. Don't get out now. Don't jump out now.
Don't worry, you're going to go viral.
No,
You're
she
going
was not her
viral.
car. You would not. So what are you talking about?
Get out. She told
Like,
you.
no, I hate when people be doing that. Like, it's like, just get out their vehicle. Like, and dispute that shit with fucking Uber so you don't get charged for that. And then just pick you up another fucking Uber. Like, it's just that simple.
I know. I agree. I'm never the person that would feel. I mean, in hindsight, obviously a reaction can be too big, but in reality, I feel like if you fuck with somebody, like, you are asking for it. Like, do not fuck with people, and then be looking crazy upside your head. Talking about, oh, she like her eyes is looking crazy. Like, she's clearly pissed. Like, these are warning eyes, bitch. You
Right.
Like, she's trying to give you all the signs. It's like, back up, bitch. But like, clearly she was thinking this was just a TikTok video. I'm gonna go viral. Yeah, her life hopefully flashed, so she'll think twice the next time. You know.
No, for real. See that gun, like, oh, she want to do it. Like, you egging her on. Like, you give her every right to do it because she
Like,
telling you
okay.
get out her fucking shit, and you not.
You gonna fuck around and find out.
For some entitlement, like, no, you gonna drop me off because I paid for it. Like, no, I'm gonna get the fuck up out this motherfucker.
I would have had another Uber there so fast that was a better car.
No, for real, or just
like even get out, like, okay, trust me.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't even. I would have called Lyft. Let me get Lyft in here. I don't even want to.
I know I do have both. You never know.
Yeah, no, that's crazy though. You gotta get out the people's car though, fam. Like, what are you gonna do? Right? You're just gonna record, like, you know. And unfortunately, y'all people, you Negroes, y'all got it the worst of wanting to hit record on every goddamn thing. Hey, man, get out them people's car. You trying to record and make somebody go viral? Look, that gun could have easily went off. She don't look like she got no training or handling the gun. She just pulled it out all willy nilly.
And
you know
she
what
was
I'm saying?
emotional too.
Yeah. What happened if that goes off?
Girl,
now
the person died. She died. That's what you mean, man.
I got the answer.
You don't want that,
right?
It's an easy answer, right? She out of here. Yeah. Now we got slow singing and flower bringing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about she was a good person.
Right. Candle lights.
Yeah, yeah, dude. What's going on with Lil Wayne before we get to the main topic tonight? Is his lady leaving him?
She said he broke up with her on Mother's Day. Kicked her out.
Oh, on Mother's Day? Wayne out
Yeah.
here. Shout out to Wayne. Shit. Leaving her on Mother's Day. Do they got kids? They don't got no kids together, do they?
No.
And
But
she's
I didn't fully read it, but it seemed like she said maybe she got a kid or something. Because it said like he kicked me and somebody else out. Like it was like a child. But I didn't like
she has a kid from a previous relationship.
I think that's what it was.
And what is she's like a model, like a plus size model, if I'm correct, right? I thought she was a model. I thought she was
about years and years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, who is this chick then? Okay, let me see if I find. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. What's her name? I don't know her name. Hold on.
I don't know her name.
Let me see
if I can. There's no neighborhood talk. That's why I said that on Mother's Day.
Does her name even matter? She's literally just Wayne's girlfriend.
I wanted to give her props.
Respectfully, but it's true. No, I think we would know her at all.
Lionel said we don't know her.
Cause I thought it was that lady who used to date a long time ago. That Hispanic lady. I don't know if she is Hispanic, but she looked Hispanic or Middle Eastern. I think that was her. But she did look a little heavier.
That was, I think if y'all are talking about the model, but that was years ago. Like they've been done.
Well, this just came out, Lionel.
2016, 20. But if y'all are talking about the model girl, that was her name was like Ashley Graham.
Okay, this is a chick named. This is a chick named Denise. Okay, I found it right.
Denise.
Okay, let me hear what Denise is talking about. Hold on. Here go Denise. She got some pictures with Wayne. Oh, here we go. Is the chick you was talking about right here, Lionel? Here go Denise.
Okay, no.
Okay, let's listen to what Denise has to say here. Okay, breaking up with someone on Mother's Day is diabolical. Prayers up, though. God always pulls me through. Walking with faith. All right, bitch, get out of here. Let me hear that shit.
Me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, and I am just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes. What this man has is a
Hold on, whoa. She's 5 weeks out from us. She said a mommy makeover. That kid was like 14 years old. Did she just have another baby?
Maybe she's just now getting it.
Well, that's not a mommy makeover if your kid is 14. That's just you got surgery. Stop. You just got surgery. That's that kid, that little girl. That little girl getting ready to graduate high school. Let me go back. Hold on.
I'm just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks out from a full mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes. What this man has is assistants and people coming to help kick us out today. Like, and broke up with me on Mother's Day through text. And and her birthday's next weekend. And I leave to New York this week for all the Sports Illustrated press. Like, when I tell you that I am absolutely unsure on how to even process my emotions, like, if y'all got lawyer recommendations, please send them, because
it's lawyer recommendation.
For what?
You know? So, yeah, I know he has 2 girls being flown in.
Yeah, that's what here it is. Let me go back. See, this is why I'm saying this shit is scary out here. Let's listen.
Yeah, I know he has 2 girls being flown in today, and who knows how many plethora of girls he has. I've been nothing but supportive to this man, loved him till the end of the fucking world, but
see, she talking about why does she need a lawyer? Because she broke up with her boyfriend. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he broke up with your Mother's Day, so now you want to sue him?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not married. Like, what?
I loved him to the end of the fucking world. The world is still spinning.
Okay. Yeah.
Clearly, something went. You fell short.
Shout out to Naomi in the chat. What up, Nate? Naomi said, he said, ain't my baby mom's. Oh,
Seriously.
She's Australian. Okay, got you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was.
Who is this hoe? That's the quote of the year. Who is this hoe?
I guess she is a model though, because she did say she had Sports Illustrated or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm tripping. I'm with Lionel though. Why you got to go get a lawyer? This shit is crazy out here.
I feel like that's emotional thinking. And that's like the nice. I put that nicely. I was gonna like say something. I was like emotional, like douchebag, like doofus thinking. Like really, it's just like emotional thinking. Like she is not clearly in her right mind. Because I mean, but maybe she really feels that she's entitled to something, but it's just crazy. But I
Right.
don't care at this point. That's what he would deserve for even having a hoe like that up his sleeve. Like that's like okay, that's what you deserve. You literally get you a couple fleas, get you a couple ticks, couple lice. That's like your problem. A couple lice and them 2 dreads, 3 dreads. And it is what it is. And I'll just stand here on the
Right.
side and commentate. Definitely not my problem.
Wayne literally killed
Okay, hold on. They got a different one. They said, is this different? Hold on, let me see.
women he's put his hands on.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this see, this is diabolical work out here. We living in the last days. I'm like these old Negroes now. Listen to what she says. Listen careful, y'all.
Abuse, like this man has actually laid a fucking hand on me. Like
Hold on.
that's crazy, you guys. Like these men really be taking advantage. And it's not just the emotional abuse. Like this man has actually laid a fucking hand on me. Like, nah. And I took it. You know what's crazy is they always say like we're so stupid for love, and I thought it was like a mistake. But like, I know other women he's put his hands on, and today, it's okay. We're about to go back to the house that we live in together with my fucking daughter, and we're gonna see what really goes down because this is absolutely crazy. And
there you go. See, this is now, and I don't know what up, Tierra. I don't know
Hey,
what
Tierra.
Wayne was or wasn't doing. I'm not caping for nobody.
About you today.
But see, this is now she wants a lawyer now, and now she's talking about domestic abuse, mental abuse. You know, that's scary times out here. That's all I'm
I
telling
would
you.
say that she has no dignity, but I don't even care. It's not like, who cares? But she does have no dignity at all. But who cares? No, I'm saying no dignity. No dignity.
No, I know what you said. I was just thinking. I was wordplay.
I'm like, did I say no dignity? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, they go her and Wayne in happier times.
No, because I mean, I just hate when they do that. Like,
Why'd they post that picture? It looked like she did. Yeah, I don't know. She just had another baby. I don't know. Shit. I don't know.
She is a little plus size. Okay.
A lot plus size.
I guess him and Drake got that in common. They like them BBWs.
Hey, oh look, we was talking about Lil Wayne, and you know the number one Wayne defender was gonna pop up. I'm telling you about some goddamn Lil Wayne. What up, Naomi?
Hey y'all, like what was that? Like my beacon went off. My little women was like
big women. He likes to put his hands on big women.
I like my girl BBW. Because I want to suck you dry and eat some lunch with you. Purr.
What up,
Hey,
Nate? Yeah, that's wild work when you come on live and start asking people, start soliciting for lawyers. Like that's
who is this hoe? Seriously, get her out of here.
You come on stream and say, anybody got lawyer recommendations? What?
Right, to everyday people, like. Yeah,
right.
Like no.
Down because I feel like I wanted him to just have a beautiful black woman that was his wife to just like go out with, and like I feel like obviously that's just not happening, and I feel like I don't know. Like it's sad to see this being the reality instead. It's like damn, what a reality. Like how the fuck did I land this one? Like with Wayne, but ironically, I do love the reality that I landed in Tokyo Tony. I'd rather her be in this situation versus in a relationship, married, and like I feel like then I'd be like, damn. So, but I mean, you can't always get what you want. But Wayne, like I said earlier, you lay in that bed, you're gonna get those ticks and get those lice, and like then at that point, like I'm like I have no horses in that race. Yeah. If this was a black couple, then maybe I'd have a couple more cents.
Yeah.
I don't even have 2 cents.
And I'm finna be the corny nigga right now. But what's his first baby mom name? Raise your name. What's Raise Your Name mama name?
Yeah, that's his wife. I'm like in my heart and head, that's his actual wife.
Yeah, she's a nice. I don't know. She seems super cool. She, nice. I know they were very young when they were together. They were super
It
young.
was her and Rashida who didn't believe that K Michelle was getting beat in that relationship, and that's where I was like, "Oh, she kind of lost me."
What you trying to say, Naomi?
She kind of lost me there. Well, I'm just saying, like,
she didn't believe K Michelle either.
Yeah, because I think they were like friends. They were friends with the husband.
She
like
married
they
the
were
guy
friends.
after kid. Oh wow.
Yeah, they were cool. What's doing them Memphis hits?
I didn't know she married him.
Yeah, she was married to him. Memphis. And then she ended up saying that he did put hands on her. Well, he's put hands on her, so it made it sick. Like,
I feel like that was clear to see.
I feel like Michelle would be like, she would give some truth, but she was like, they never took it from her. Like she had to.
They never took it. I feel like she was so pissed. Like you could see, like that was coming from a place. Like clearly she wasn't lying. This person was, didn't just seem like a person lying. But that's why I was like, damn, it's crazy to just have some people in your face like, no big deal, like whatever. Yeah, right. That's probably like crushing.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. But she went to school on a yodeling scholarship. So
where's the correlation?
I don't know. I just
you just trying to see this how people do. See how people do.
Motherfucking yodels. I mean, a motherfucker that yodels. I don't know if I can just believe him right away. I might have to get some more evidence. I don't know.
I feel like a black person that yodels would be an honest person because, like, not every black person is like they would be like, "Bitch, this is really what I love."
Right?
Like, they would have to be.
Yeah, this motherfucker out here yodeling, like
right. You would have to like you meant that, like, oh, you want to do this.
Yeah. Are you smart? I almost thought Naomi was smoking a square. I was gonna say shit.
No, I thought that was cashing into her. I'm like,
I taught him how to roll.
Oh, that's her brother.
Like,
See, I thought it was Cash at first when I seen his head pop in. I'm like, I know Cash ain't paying her no. Like on CPS. What the hell going on over there?
Yeah, like I'm teaching him real life skills. Like,
right.
You know, that's how they was in the old days. They be like,
this is night school.
No, for real, in night school.
JK.
I thought Naomi had moved
mixed paraphernalia with the kids.
I thought you had moved on to Newports. I was like, she on these menthols? Shit, okay.
Hell, right, sorry.
I'm like, and I guess you can't really see that it's like
right. That's biased.
Woman shit. I thought you was on grown. That's grown, super grown. No, I'm playing.
No, that's biased, right? That's coming from a place.
Right, you the only one
he missed them cigarettes.
I know.
I used to smoke them squares, boy.
Or the black and milds.
I used to be a black and mild smoker too.
I did not. No. I think I'll take cigarettes over a black and mild. Like anytime I catch a nigga with a black and mild, I be hiding them and throw them away. Like niggas cannot have a black and mild around me. I've hidden so many. Like just
what you got against black and milds, man?
They, the first time I tried to smoke a black, and I'm just not that good with tobacco, or at least that heavily like processed fake tobacco, but it just makes me like so lightheaded. Like it's just, I remember the first time I hit a black, and I would never again. Like I thought I was finna pass out. I thought I was finna pass out, and I was, I'm just like, just smoke weed. That's me.
That shit was such an instant nicotine headache the first time I smoked the black. I was like, hell no, I can't do this shit no more.
See, that's how I feel though about hookah. I tried hookah one time. I was like, okay, this is young nigga shit. This is passed me by.
Hookah is so pointless.
I feel the same way. Like it's just like, damn, just smoke weed. And here in Houston, it's like, you could probably get away with smoking. So,
although occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally though, me and the old Negroes, we do go get a nice cigar, you know what I'm saying, and sit around.
See, that's the same as the black and mild. That's not the
no, it's not the same as the black and mild. It's not the same.
Because that's like you're getting more authentic tobacco, especially if you are like smoking the right type of cigar.
Yeah,
I feel like when it is the blacks, it's just like such heavily processed, right? It's like kind of eating like fucking bologna or something.
Damn, hold on.
It really is.
It is because it's like
it's
so
like
heavily like
it's worse.
you're not
like
even getting
bologna. It's like if you were to smoke the bologna.
That's a load of bologna.
Right, you're smoking that bologna, bitch.
Well, I'm telling y'all,
I've been almost 10 years clean of black and milds.
Wait, nigga, it's not a
Wow.
drug.
How long were
Hold
you
on,
smoking
time out.
that? How old are you?
That I've been 10 years clean. It's not drugs,
I'm
nigga.
like, how long were you smoking them and how old are you?
Shut up. You know how old I am.
No, I don't.
That was when I was 24. The last time I had one. And I probably didn't even finish the last one because that's when my little sister, I caught her because she had stole mine. And she was smoking it. Cause I caught her
No,
on.
Torian, that's a horrible influence.
And she was 16. I cussed her ass out. I told my dad. But no, I was.
That'd be the access you can have though.
No, she did it. Cause I was looking for that motherfucker. It was only like this much. Yeah. So I had it dropped, and I had looking for that motherfucker. I'm like, damn, I must have like dropped it somewhere else. And then she has got in trouble, so I ended up going through her phone, and I seen a video of her smoking my shit. I said, "Oh wow, that's what my shit was."
You did not be playing with your little sister.
I feel like that's such a down bad place to be. Is just like sitting out there smoking blacks is like down bad.
It was probably just at the beginning when she didn't know better. Because funny enough,
but I'm talking about everybody, all black smokers. I'm like every black smoker. It's like, what the fuck is really going on?
Yeah, and then they say they can't take the weed, and it's like, but damn, you could take that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I had it wrong when I was smoking blacks. Like it was really like not peer pressure, but like it was socially. I would smoke them with my friends, and then it became like, oh well. I'm trying to stop smoking weed, so I'm gonna just smoke these blacks, and that's when I ended up finding out that like I'm like, yeah, it's better smoking. Cause I thought at first it was better smoking cigarettes.
No,
and then I ended up like learning like no, it's like smoking like 80 packs of cigarettes.
Tori,
like,
you went down a really bad train of thought. You're like, okay, I'll smoke these instead of weed. Okay, this is better than cigarettes, but like all of those thoughts were so wrong.
I know.
I know, but you know what? Me, Tamara, Raven, and I should say, we knew a girl in college, and it was actually one of Raven's roommates at one point. And she was cool with it. Somebody just acted like we don't know who this was. It was a friend that we knew. But nonetheless, she smokes hella. I'm just trying to dissociate because she was. This story is about her smoking blacks. I'm like, but no, she smoked so much blacks to the point that she would smoke them all to like the tiniest of tiniest. Even sometimes put them in a bong like those. She would take that piece out, the plastic piece out. Put her like black in a bong and like smoke her black.
I wasn't that down bad.
No, she needed an intervention. Y'all needed to sit her down because that would have been too far. I'd be like, no way you just did this in front of me. That'd be some shit she to do around because like
into a bong.
I'm talking a little shit. I'm talking a little shit because
I'll be trying to smoke her. I'm like, I'm like, I could roll up if you want to smoke. I could roll up.
No, like. Is everything okay?
But that was not to even be shady because she actually liked him. That was just her thing. She was like, that was her shit.
But she stopped smoking it after a point.
I don't know. As long as I don't know her today, but
yeah,
I knew her. She was still blacked out.
No, one of my best friends, she was heavy on blacks during her freshman year of college. I'm like, I kind of missed out on that part because I was pregnant, so I wasn't fully present, but yeah, she would be smoking blacks and shit because she was an athlete, so she couldn't like smoke weed and like.
That's how I started smoking blacks because I was, you know what I'm saying? I was playing.
Like,
not that serious. You just live your life in clarity. It's fine.
No, like just don't smoke at all. Like if it's not gonna be weed, why even?
Because I was never like I never bought a pack of cigarettes in my life.
Or CBD maybe.
If somebody had a square.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, I was the nigga that like I never bought a pack, but if somebody had a square, I'm like, hey, let me get a square. You know what I'm saying? Give me a square.
That was me in college.
Yeah.
There was a young ass boy who asked me today if I smoke cigarettes. I'm like, it was crazy. He asked me that shit for one.
You got that cigarette smoker look.
He was obviously like really fiending for one. But because I saw that he was kind of apprehensive and like wanted to say something because he kind of said it low, like at first. And I had to be like, what? Like, what'd you say? You got a cigarette? No, I don't smoke.
Like, nigga, you should have said it with disgust. You should have been like, a cigarette. Like,
I should have. Like, young man, how old are you? Because don't you got to be Is the smoking age still 18? No, it's 21, right?
Yeah, it's 21 now.
That's for cigarettes too.
Mm-hmm.
I never even thought about cigarettes, but I would always think, blunt.
Well, they had just bumped it to 21 for
I
cigarettes.
remember because my brother, he came up a different time. He couldn't even buy cars out the store.
No, that was the crazy.
He's 21 now. He's
shit.
just about
They
to turn
changed
22.
that shit right when I turned 18.
Oh, that's crazy. See, that's nasty work.
No, I couldn't imagine that life. I couldn't even.
No, like in college,
like I can't buy cars.
I mean, yeah, that'll just send me further into like smoking glass, like I am now. So that probably would have been the push I needed at that point. But still, that would have been so crazy. Cause wait, but you can still they can still probably buy papers, right?
No, papers is a smoking product. Cause even on a pack of papers, it say like 21 and over.
It just depends on what.
Yeah, what you buying papers for, Torian? What the hell's wrong with you? They did a science project.
There's some stores that'll let you buy, and some stores won't.
Well, papers to smoke weed, they couldn't buy cars. You know, 21. I'll tell you. I see.
Like papers, no papers.
But see, I'm only a hookah smoker.
They'll immediately flag you for papers.
I don't be on that shit all the time. I do got my own hookah at home and shit, but that'd be like for.
That means you a hookah smoker. Time out. Hold on.
No, I bought it.
Everybody bought a hookah at one point. You gotta let somebody have a free one. You never bought a hookah, Lionel? I'm surprised.
There you go, Lionel.
I would spend that money on weed instead.
Yeah,
But
and I think I bought my
like
first hookah. I think I bought my first hookah thinking like I could find a way to rig it.
I'm about for home.
But I remember when I was buying my first like smoking paraphernalia, like I had got all these different kinds of pipes. I even had like a little pipe.
You see, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That's how I know y'all from a different generation. Cause niggas in my generation, we never listen. I came up at the end of the crack era.
Yeah,
so,
that's why.
Yeah, anything with the pipe, we out. We like, no, nigga, we don't want nothing. We saw too many motherfuckers running around with them. You know what I'm saying? We was like, nah, bro.
Sucking on them glass dicks.
Yeah, glass dicks. Real shit. Yeah, we were like, nah, nigga, we ain't doing no. Hold on, you smoking out of that was some white boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, were you smoking out of what? Like,
no, and it definitely is white, but like I love a good bong. I'm not too much a pipe smoker like that so I could kind of get the bias there. I haven't had a pipe since I was like in my teens, but I love a good bong. And I always smoke I even went through times. You were asking if he was like doing a science project, asking for papers. Like when I say I used to be making bongs, I had like a perfect water bottle bong design. It was like you needed a pen and fucking like wait, okay, I was getting it. I'm living in fucking Dallas. So
but that's white to me too, because all them people.
No, because
they taught me that water bottles, smoking through an apple. I learned that in college, like from like white folks. Like it was just so I was just exposed to so much.
No facts.
Oh yeah, I be forgetting you from Milwaukee.
Sometimes you gotta know how to work with different things than what you got.
No, for real, and it definitely taught some shit. Definitely when I broke my shit, I'm like, damn. All right, let me get this apple. Let's see if I can remember this shit.
I know that was always me, but I never chose to have numbers because I saw Naomi get in trouble for paraphernalia. So at that point, I was like, okay. Because even before then, I just was not old enough to buy shit anyways. And my parents would never. So I would have to always be mindful, like, how could I make this shit smoke? Like, I would have to always come up with something. And then when I saw Naomi get in trouble, I was like, damn, like now, even if I wanted to, like, I really probably shouldn't. Cause like that's the thing that they'll hold up on you. Like you could throw the weed, eat the weed, whatever. But I'm like, okay, paraphernalia is a thing. So then I would just always be creative, and then I would be like, Raven, no, we're not doing that. We're gonna just use this apple. I'm like, and it's festive. And I was like, look, and you can eat the apple after. I like took a bite. I was like, you'll have the munchies. It's perfect.
No, but like now that it's funny we're having this conversation about smoking methods, because I know you'll still like utilize the toilet paper bong, like that mini toilet paper bong. And I'll never forget it was a night at Trevor's, like years after we were doing our parties, but like you and D Real was there, and I could never remember who taught me, like who taught me that shit. And I was like, dang, Lionel, was it you? And it was like such a magical experience because I was bringing it up and I was like, wait, I have both of the people here that could like tell me who taught me how to do this shit. And Lionel was like, he was like, you're actually the one who taught me. And then D-Real was like, oh yeah, that was me. I was like, oh my
He was like,
God.
that's my favorite thing.
My nigga D-Real. I think he
I
probably
know,
will be out in a couple of years, but shout out to my nigga. Yeah, real shit. Because that when it goes to that like 9th grade year, like when my friends were in their freshman year of college, and I had, I wasn't because of that paraphernalia shit, and so it's like the link ups were legendary.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
I don't know if I ever smoked like that. Only thing I knew that I remember doing with the toilet tissue roll was like putting the fabric softener in there and blowing the smoke out the door.
Yeah, and it wasn't that. And I think that's what everybody would think I would be talking about when I would.
And I've never done that one.
No, facts. I may have tried, but it definitely didn't work because there was a time I was like smoking in.
You were so crazy in college.
No, like that's a really college thing. But it's with the empty toilet paper roll, you can poke a hole in it, and you could just.
We've been giving this advice out. I don't know
if you giving this to.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, we just talking real life experience.
Okay, well, go ahead. Fuck it, Torian. Go ahead.
Oh, facts. Real shit.
No, I think I did do it once, but it wasn't something I did all the time. Or ever, at that point I had a little piece.
Yeah,
and I did
just the I don't even know how we got into the smoking keys.
Y'all lost me a long time ago because I came up on Reggie. So
no, we had to jump ship.
No, it was always funny smoking with older people because they never could like take the new weed. They'd be like,
no, they could.
Like the most I had was some chronic.
Nigga. That shit.
If you had some chronic, nigga, you was that nigga. You got some chronic.
This the bullshit y'all niggas was smoking.
I tried to smoke some shit. Hold on. What's the statue?
I could still get high off Reggie. I can't lie, but I know how to smoke though. I know how to smoke though.
Right. No, that's the thing.
I got high, but
I'm like, damn, I want to experience somewhere. I'm like, this shit too strong for me.
But when I was in. Never mind.
Yeah, we gotta relax. Okay, let's go. We doing too much right now. Yeah, we do.
Right. Back to the family ties.
Yeah, let's get back to the family. Let's talk back to Lil Wayne beating this woman. I'm playing. Shout out to Wayne.
Oh wow,
dude.
That's what she said. I didn't say it. She said it. Tori.
Well, you might as well talk about DDG then.
Oh, we need to because that video you sent me was crazy. Or maybe we don't because it's just like I don't think I can even add any more on the subject.
Well, let's go here.
Damn, girls, come on.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about that. I know what you're talking about, Naomi. Let's talk about that next week because I think that'll be a solid topic. I think it's gonna be some more stuff that's gonna trickle out. Pause with this Tory thing. So I think that'll be. It may. But anyway,
your mind just need to reset. Like pause. You can't even help yourself.
Oh, I can help myself.
Like Tourette's syndrome.
No, it is.
No, he gonna be like that when he old. Pause.
Right.
It's like, okay, granddad, it's okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Right.
Come on, grandpa.
Right. Like, excuse him. This bitch
is
is
okay.
It's a reflex.
Like, granddad, it's 2055. We don't say that anymore.
Oh my god, this bitch is so hateful.
Let me replay this for y'all. This is why we gotta say pause because niggas like Vlad from Vlad TV. This is a pausable moment, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to Ari Spears.
I think watching gay porn,
pause.
If you're straight, doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Say that again.
If you watch porn and you're straight, it doesn't make you want to do gay stuff.
This nigga's a homosexual.
There you go. That's my generation right there. Shout out to Ari Spears, nigga. We not having no more conversation. That nigga's gay. All right, and we gonna move on. We still love you, but we gonna move on from there. There you go. See? Simple. You're watching gay porn. What we doing? Unless your name is Naomi and you watching guy, but that's a whole other story.
I mean, like you would have to identify.
No,
don't men watch lesbian porn, right? Like that.
Yeah, we all know no one considers that gay though. So we all know that.
Yeah, I mean, to like some people, they find it weird. Like my homegirl, she was gay, and when I told her I did it, like I watched it, she was like,
Was
nah,
she,
bro.
when you say she was gay, was she femme gay or was she stud gay?
Femme.
Okay, there you go. So she wasn't gay. There you go. See?
Nah.
This is a fucking caveman.
I'm like, don't get us canceled, please.
See, she can still come back to the other side.
Nah,
Neanderthal, please.
Is she all the way? I mean, because she's not all the way committed. You dig?
No, she was committed.
How committed was she? Do she got long? She got a fade? If she ain't got no fade, she not committed.
Nah, it
Oh,
wasn't.
D.
No,
She was a femme, so she probably had hair.
No, like what the hell?
What the hell?
Now he got something against bald head women. Like what?
Nah, it's just, you know, listen, I understand when you're fully committed to your process. That's not fully
Yeah,
committed.
shaving your head's nothing. I'm like, you don't even gotta be fully committed.
I don't know.
You could just make a quick decision. For
Shaving your
Bro,
head
you had
is
bald hair for years.
but hey.
For years, it's been for years.
Right, I was just gonna say that niggas get some hair and just forget they people.
Totally forgot.
Forget the community they came
He's like,
from.
did she have a fade? When did you get a fade?
I got to get my hair cut too. I got to get this shit. I'm either gonna get this shit styled or get this. I'm gonna cut my hair bald again. I'm tired of this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I
You haven't
ain't
even made it through a summer yet.
No, I'm like,
shit is
what
already
kind
doing
of
too much.
style you think you finna do?
I don't know, but this shit is already a
style
headache.
is
I ain't gonna
crazy.
lie.
This nigga want dookie braid.
I gotta do
That's
something with
not
this
it.
shit, nigga.
Or
That's
finger
not-
waves, like Big Red from 5 Heartbeats.
Hilarious.
That's your generation. That's your
Right,
vibe.
he
That
is.
is not my
Don't get
generation.
that.
You and
Yeah,
Ariel Smith.
Right,
Yeah.
Torian. Torian
What's
like
his
4
name?
years
Aries
younger than me
Spears.
talking
I
about
said
right.
Aries
Ain't that a
Smith.
bitch?
No, lying. I am not. I am
Just
12
saying.
years younger than you.
No, sir.
No, did he say that you're his what? His senior?
Torian right there with me. Where Amber at tonight? No, I
That's
gotta
who
do
is
something.
she, not
This
me.
shit, I
I
ain't
know
gonna lie.
Torian talking about I've been sober from blacks for
Yeah, this
10
nigga's crazy.
years, a
Torian
decade.
been sober from blacks is crazy.
Sober
Okay,
from
let's
blacks
play.
for 10 years.
No,
a
I
decade.
commend you.
I
Thank
think you
you.
but down like damn I didn't have like
I think-
sheesh.
I
10
don't
years
commend you.
sober
That
of
means
blacks is
you're a
crazy.
quitter. You're a quitter. I don't like
That
quitters.
means he just wasn't on it too long.
Yeah,
Obviously.
he wasn't committed.
Great.
That's like when you start your black journey, you like
Starting your
38.
black journey is crazy.
Lie the fuck you.
Starting your black journey.
Like, how did you even get to that? That's what I'm wondering. You didn't go through
Lido,
enough shit,
you
or did
is
you, in life to hit that point?
1 year younger than me. So
Starting your
you.
black journey.
You.
No, sir. Aren't you 30 something?
We need to do a documentary.
You
Lawrence can
30
see
something
his
now,
friends
like-
coming
I'm
out
not
and be
30.
like,
Are you
I'm only
I'm
3
20
years
something,
in.
sir.
I'm only 3 years in.
3 years in.
He's like,
We
I'm
gonna
only
get your
38.
friend. We gonna get
I'm
your
only
friend all the
28,
way from
29,
college.
maybe.
We gonna get your friend all the way from college. Clean.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's talk about it, man, because this right now, where we are in time as we're recording this is in graduation season is upon us, right? So if people are graduating college, high school, right? And it can be, pressure sometimes associated with that, right? Depending on your background with your family, you may be the first person to graduate from college, you know what I'm saying? And they're trying to set you up and you may feel like a lot of pressure to do good. And, they want you to, hey man, I remember I had a cousin who his parents and grandma used to always tell him, he gonna be our doctor. That's our doctor. That's our doctor. He gonna be our doctor. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought I took it as just them talking shit. I never knew until we got older that like he was really feeling pressure from that to like live up to that. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I got a fuck you chip that was installed in me at a very young age. So I always tell people like not caring is a beautiful thing. like not caring about shit is a beautiful thing for me. So like when people say stuff to me, it goes one ear not the other. But he was really internalizing it. And unbeknownst to me, I thought he did pre-med because he liked it, right? but like he was really, you know what I'm saying, feeling it. And I'm not saying it got to be, this has to be specific to the graduation thing, but because it's that time frame, I think a lot of people start feeling it then. Other people start feeling pressure from family based on certain ages. Hey, you this old now, you need to start having kids, or you this old now, you ain't got no girlfriend, you ain't got no boyfriend, you ain't married yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just different family pressures that can come up. Before y'all go, because I want to let y'all take off on this, but before y'all go, let me say this about family pressure. I don't think, me personally, I don't think all, and maybe I don't want to say use the word pressure, but I'll use it. I don't think all family pressure is necessarily bad. I think sometimes your family can have the best intentions for you and they just want what's best for you. And so they were, you know, maybe they're encouraging you, you know what I'm saying? And hey, none of us had the opportunity to get an education, you know what I'm saying, because of whatever circumstances we had to go through. And so maybe it's not the right thing to do, but we're kind of living vicariously through you, Lionel. You know what I'm saying? Because we had to get out there and we had to do. So, Lionel giving face. Pause.
I'm just fixing my sideburns.
I'm just saying. We had, so now we're living vicariously through you because you're the first one to go to college. So like your accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Like we're, you know, hopefully you're standing on our show. You know what I mean? Like. I think sometimes people can just feel that pressure, young people, as they're coming out into the world. What say y'all, man? Anything that y'all felt from like the family, whether it's relationships or just like life?
Yeah, so I feel when when you first started talking about it, I was thinking, or even when you brought up graduation season, because I feel like I'm in a time where I can't believe I'm in May right now. And but I had just got the graduation invitation for my little cousin, and I feel like I definitely have seen where like certain pressures and expectations are like have been put before her, and it's like of what she should do. And like, because even we were having conversations when I was last down there, like because she was talking about the military and shit, and you know, like you know how I feel. I'm like, do you really want to work for America? I'm like, do you really want to work for America right now? I'm like, do you? My Lord, I'm sorry. But it's like, do you really want to be, you know, so, but there are certain things that have like been told to her or just like, even for myself, but kind of like you, where I say that, I have that fuck it in me. Like I'm a natural, rebel. Right. Yeah. And so it's like you can tell me one thing and I'm like, I gotta look at the opposite too. Like let me
right.
that other thing too. And so yeah, or I've always just also been able to keep me center in things where it's like I'm not gonna do this for you. And I think that's what it ends up coming down to, because and it's funny, my brother is here now because, you know, I was even having this talk with my mom because I feel like she put certain pressures and expectations on him. And like, you know, she could do it on me. But I definitely recognize it because, you know, I've reached certain places where I know where I'm good and I'm very sure of myself. But I've just recognized how certain pressures can be placed. And I'm all about like breaking through that, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's going to live your life. And that's what it comes down to. And so it's like, take your advice when you need to take your advice, but also know the things that, you know, like what you really want to do. Like when you were talking about, you know, your cousin, or I can't remember who you said it was, but just that saying, because even somebody definitely seeing you in that light, like doctor, like, oh, he's smart, oh, he gonna do it. So it definitely would be, you know, the pressure to live up to that and to be that. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta be like that, instead of where, you know, a kid that's not being told that. Yeah, it's like they just are whatever they happen to be. Yeah. Right. So I think, and you can have your expectations, is what I was talking to my mom about, like, because as a parent or anybody, like as an elder to anyone you may love in your family, right? You want the best for them, and you want things to work out for them, and you would like things to, like, you know, look like the easier route or the better route, or for life to turn out a certain way. But then I think it just kind of can turn into a slap in the face of life. And it's like to not think that things aren't okay now, like, or like when you can have like, but I want you to do this, like I want you to be doing something like this. But it's just like it kind of invalidates, you know, especially when you're looking at the youth now, like, because I'm just looking at like my brother and my younger cousins that are coming up. It's like you can be so you like focused and like trying to project what you think is greatness, what you think is success, what you think is like wealth onto a child, and not realize and thinking like they're not attaining it, when it's like they can be in their own light, and what's true for them, the way they reach it is important.
Right. Nah, real talk. I'm with that. Like the way that like they finally come to that realization is very, very important, because sometimes the two things can align, right? But I think because to your point about like your kids, like there are certain things that like I would like for my kids, right? Like I would like for them to do in life. And as they were, you know, my oldest daughter is 16 now. So there were things when she was younger I kind of tried to put in front of her to push her toward. And as she got older, she had different likes and dislikes, right? So right now she wants to go into a certain field. She kind of has narrowed it down to the colleges that she wants to go to, that she would like to go to, right? For those certain fields. And it's like, okay, this is her reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it was that I thought, like she's now at an age to where she's kind of figuring things out for herself. And you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back and say, but I also understand those people who it is kind of selfish to a certain degree, right? If you as a family say, hey man, we ain't had nobody graduate from college, so we're all now gonna sacrifice and like we're gonna like, you know, help out with Lionel's education and make sure Lionel's good. And all of a sudden now Lionel is like, you know, I think I want to join the military, or I think I want to just, you know, I don't think I want to go to college. It's kind of like, oh, hold on, nigga. Like we was pushing, you know, like you kind of like set an unfair expectation for him. You know what I'm saying? Like you put pressure on him that maybe, you know, he just doesn't want to do that, or he has a different passion. Like you never know what someone's passion is going to be. That's the thing about life. And they always say about like finding a career, finding a job, find something that you love and you'll never work again, right? So if someone at a young age can start in 2025, the era that we're in now, people can definitely start generating money in things that are their passion. You know what I'm saying? Like in prior generations, you could have had a passion that you just could have never actually been able to monetize that, right? Without getting to like a certain place. Now, where we are now, you can like, if you make beats, if you draw, if you know, do animation, if you write, if you sing, if you, whatever it is that you do, if you like animals, like you can do stuff and like start monetizing immediately with all of the avenues and venues that are available to you. So, you know, we're just in a different time. I think people gotta be accepting to the fact that these young people have different ways of expressing themselves. Go ahead, Lyle.
That's right. And I feel like I'm in such a powerful, like monumental, groundbreaking position, being like a dad, but then also being the son of Deborah and Lionel Stevens. And they raised me with such, they were obviously born in the 70s and they came from the previous world and lifestyle. So they raised me and I have that energy. My grandparents were present, great grandparents present. So I have the energy of like the old world. Seriously, like I understand that kind of structure, which I think I'm a necessary proponent in that way. I'm thankful to have had that experience. And so I can pass that forward. But I'm also me, obviously, and grew up in the 2000s, whatever. So then I have that experience, that actual experience. And so it's so interesting because then I have a son who's Nas, that's the next generation. And he's so different and in different ways because he's also growing up completely suburban and just completely different life than me, completely different experiences, exposed to different stuff. Like it's a different experience. So which is one that I haven't had to experience growing up, and my parents didn't have to like parent to, so that's kind of new to navigate. But one thing that I'm like, so I'm learning all this. This is all so relevant because the last thing I want to do is make either my kids feel pressured or like I have expectations. Because what's most important, like I know my parents and grandparents to this day, like what makes them different or me different, my experience different is I feel like they genuinely have loved me through life. Like seriously. And like I'm able to see how that looks different. Thinking growing up, just thinking everybody has parents, thank God, and just thinking, okay, everybody's parents loves them. Obviously, everybody like the way you think about your kid, everybody thinks their kid is just the best and the smartest, but then everybody don't feel
Right.
that way about their kid either. You
Mm.
know, but that's beside the point because the point I'm trying to make is that makes a difference because from there the level of comfortability that I have with my parents and grandparents and even aunts and uncles is just like on a whole nother level to where it's never a feeling of pressure expectation. We can just have real conversations and it'd be more of an understanding. So but that starts with love and connection, and that's important to build because even coming from that old school kind of like I have that in me, so sometimes I could be very boom boom bam. Then I have to make sure like, okay, what impression am I leaving? Because I always want in 10 years my kids to feel like I can talk to them about anything and they can talk to me, because that's what's gonna make the difference, whether like you have to fight them to go a certain way or if you can talk and say, hey, here's what I've learned and experienced and this is why I'm saying this. But you also got to understand from the parents' perspective that they have to have this experience that they're creating and forging their own life, and you want to encourage that. That's important to encourage because that's a part of their overall life. So encouraging that bravery, but then just let them know that you're there to support and like love them, and then structured guidance is important. I feel like that's that. I wouldn't say like expectations. I think control and expectations be coming from places of fear. And so whenever you're
Mm.
moving on fear, you really got to check yourself, because if you're moving on fear, if there's fear in there, then what are you giving off and projecting? Like it's like we said last week, like love and fear is not gonna be in the same place.
Mm.
So so with that, you gotta say, damn, am I doing this because I'm afraid that am I afraid that they're gonna have a job that, and then people start thinking about that in college. Like they start thinking about that when their kid is going to college. It's too late. Like the kid's out of the nest now. They're like graduating and now you're thinking about these things. And you might feel guilty. For real, you might feel guilty as a parent that, and so now you're like pushing this shit onto the kid. But that's a real energy, and ultimately to any parents that have young kids, you would want to just try to expose them to as much as possible so that they have options by the time they're done with college to say, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur. The other day, Nas asked me, like, what is ways that like I could get money like as a kid? Like how could I get my own money? It's like I gotta be like real with that. Like, okay, well let's get you some money in this bitch. Even if like if I gotta pay you for something, like there's ways to get money. Like that's all you have to do is
Mhm.
ask. So but like you have to just make that clear and just keep taking those steps with them. Versus kind of like I've seen when it gets to the end of the finish line, now you're kind of like, damn, did I miss something? Damn, is it you? Are you not efficient as a person? Are you not ready for the world? Like, and it's all of those things spinning in your head the whole time. It's you. Like, you needed to be taking some steps back, bitch, and saying, hey, babe, let's go do this. Hey, let's go do this. Hey, let's talk about this. Hey, talk to me tonight. I will have to stop Nas because he can get away with like, yeah, today was cool. Yeah, it was a good day. And like try to run upstairs. I'm like, bring that ass here. Like, what is going on? What was the high? What was the low of today? What was the peak? What was the fall? What was the pit? Talk to me. What agitated you? What made you feel excited? Did you like talk to me? We can talk about it. Was there any points that you felt afraid or any things that you felt
Right.
super confident on? Like you sometimes you gotta pull it out of them, but that's all in the name of building connection, bitch. It's not lost on me because my mom did that shit. My dad may have skipped some beats there, but like for the most part, he still tried. My mom didn't skip no beats there. She was like letting it be very, letting me know very clear that like, hey, I'm in your corner. Like, talk to me. Like, there's no one else on the planet you can talk to that's gonna give a fuck and listen more than me. Like, trust me. Like, what is it? What's going on? And that was so empowering. I felt so seen. I felt so reassured of an existence of a person, you know? And that's all you fucking need as a parent, like to make them feel that, and then like it's easy to learn how to walk and talk and find a job, get some money, bitch. That's the easy part. Trust me, the hard part is to make sure that they feel heard and they feel seen by you.
Right.
That's genuinely the hard. Like, trust me, that's the hard part. But that's the most important piece of that pie. Not the expectation, not the vision you have, not the. I'm listening to Tina Knowles still. She never had the vision of Beyonce being Beyonce, and she's still like mind blown. She be getting her world rocked by Beyonce. Like, holy shit! But this is like she didn't have, but what was present and clear was that she was really like to support her kids to any like measure, to like any extent, and just like being there and loving them. I feel like that makes the difference. Not trying to like steer them or guide them in ways that they might not even want to go.
You know what's funny though? You brought up something, Lionel, and it was interesting because it took me back to my childhood because you were talking about you were brought up around like your grandparents and your great grandparents, and so like those generations, it was really important. The family name was really important at that time, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Right. So it was important for like, I couldn't even imagine the expectations on those people at that time because
Yeah,
it wasn't even about you. It was about your last name. It was about that like you succeeding was, helping the family name. So you wanted like people grew up in those times and their goal was to uplift the family name. It was like, how can I, take the family name? Because the last thing you wanted to do was like bring shame to the family name. That was a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Your family name. People would get disowned for certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if they think that you would bring shame to the family name, we're gonna disown you. So we only gonna rock with the ones who's doing positive. So yeah, that was we are like to your point, we are in a different time now, and it's a beautiful thing. And I love the fact that you acknowledge that like your son has an upbringing that you didn't have, and I think that's always the thing, right? Like like with the previous generations, they were cognizant of the fact that they were going like their goal in life, right? So it may have not been your goal, right? Because we live in a different reality right now, but like maybe a generation or two generations prior, their whole goal in life wasn't even about them. It was just about I want to be able to get to a point to where I can raise my kids up in an environment that was better than I was raised in, right? And when like that's your whole goal is like just to make sure my kids are raised different than me, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like because you're not even
And that's important. And that's
yeah,
that's I'm glad you mentioned that because that's 50% of it. That's like, but that's why it is so important. And shout out to Beyonce because I love the reference and like the one of those albums that was like for the Lion King where she's like, I'll be the roots, you be the tree, and pass on to the fruit. Like, like so it's like
mm,
we are that connected, bitch, for real. To the point that like I recognize that my great grandpa was such a hard worker, like, and he went to Prairie View and studied his ass off in architecture, and then went back to San Antonio and built so many structures in that city that were built by the Stevens. And then my grandpa did the same thing, and so I recognize that I'm in the position I'm in because of who they were and like the decisions they made. It's not. Remember that thing when Kamala said like you didn't just come off of a pineapple tree or some shit like that.
How can it? You
She's
didn't
like,
just
you
fall off
come
a
from
coconut.
somewhere. Like really, it's really not like you just, because you would love to feel that independence. And today it's so easy to feel that independence. I
right,
recognize it.
right,
Look at me, I'm me. But
right.
I'm still very much tethered to like being a Stevens. And I made a Facebook
Orion's
post for the
back.
first time in 100 years where I said, like, I come as one, but I stand as 1,000. And, I had like photos of like 4 generations of like my lineage on my dad's side, like great grandpa, great great grandpa, and great 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 grandpa. I had like all their photos and then my photo. I'm like I come as one, but I stand as 1,000. And like that's just real as fuck. So at some point, like you would have to recognize like I do represent so much. And
Right,
even if I'm conscious of it or not, my actions, my decisions are affecting my grandkids and my great grandkids and my obviously my kids and myself.
right,
And so the way that we're connected in that way is beautiful, but like you don't want to fuck the bag up either way. You don't
right.
want to lose cognizance of that. that spiritual connection to those that came before, but you don't want to lose the independence from those that are right here tethered to you in the flesh through blood. You don't want to lose your fire and your spirit and your spark that you came in this bitch to accomplish something with. Because you could easily get jaded in the, oh, we're the Stevens, and bitch, and who knows how much of Lionel I would lose if I just conform to being the Stevens. Like, I have to show up as Lionel Stevens Jr., you know? Like, I have to be the whole name, not just like the Stevens. I'm like my own too. So I'm here to
You
affect the
know what?
bloodline,
You know
but
what's
I'm
funny? 'Cause
thankful for the bloodline. And be thankful for the law and Allah and thankful for the land.
You know what's funny? Because I'm a junior as well, and I remember talking to my mom one time. Well, not talking to her, but they were having as they say, the grown folks were having a conversation, right? Where the hell Torian go? And oh, there we go. Hold on, let me get Torian back in here. So they were having a conversation, and my mom brought up the fact that like initially she didn't want me to be a junior, right?
Were you
Because
there for this conversation?
yeah, well,
Oh,
like I
this
was
is
just around.
T.
Like
Yours is
I
in
was
the
just
T.
kind of
Okay,
around, you
continue.
know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't in the conversation, but I was just ear hustling, right? It
Yeah.
was kind of like a family reunion type situation, and I'm kind of like fixing a plate, but kind of like listening.
Right. This is T.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, well, she didn't want me to be a junior because she didn't want me to feel like I needed to. She always felt like the way my mom expressed it was that she always felt like juniors grew up with a pressure of having to do better or having to do more, right, than what their father did, right? And it's crazy because I do feel like I don't know if it's because I heard that when I was like 11, 12, 13. I think I was like 11, 12, 13. I don't know if it's because I heard that or if it's just in me. So I don't know which one it is. But I do find myself like maybe I'm not cognizant of it, but sometimes like my mind will drift to like I'll think about stuff and I'll like my point of reference will be, well, what was my dad doing at this age, right? Like, and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, and I'll compare, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I shouldn't do that, but like it'll be, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's just something in me or if because I heard that I'm cognizant.
It's probably from hearing that. And they say if comparison steals joy, if the comparison steals joy, then go back. It's like math. You can apply little shit here, that in life and be able to figure shit out. So like the equation to that, like, okay, if comparison steals joy, take away comparison and you still have joy. And then, oh wow, I really should be having joy about the fact that I'm a junior and the fact that like I'm bounced up in this bitch as the second coming of like greatness already. My dad was great, bitch. I'm in this bitch. Whoever has smoke with him, bitch, who wants smoke with me, bitch? Because I'm even younger and fresher, and I've got another mindset, bitch, and I'm on your ass. So it's like it's that energy. Like this ends up being the junior. So hopefully nobody has smoke, because bitch, I'm back in this bitch, like not going nowhere.
Yeah,
So it's
you know
like,
what? That
but
was
don't let the
so...
comparison take that. Don't let the comparison take that. It's a beautiful thing to be junior. That means somebody loved you down and they love themselves down enough and the blood enough to like name you that. But it's not a pressure. Don't take the pressure. Just like that's a beautiful thing, and you could be honored and you can stand in that because it's still you. You're still the junior, and my mom made that clear. Like if I did my homework, it was a 0 from her because I didn't put junior on my at the name. Like everything else is right, and then when she would put a 0 and put you're not Lionel Stevens. This is wrong. And I'm like, holy shit. But she made that clear. You're Lionel Stevens Jr. You're your own person, you know? And so just take away the comparison part and think, wow, what an honor. And just ask him about those times. Like, hey, what was it like for you when you were, my age? Like, instead, have those conversations. What made him feel good? So you can pass those stories on. So just get into the joy instead.
And here's what's crazy, right? I said all that to say, and I shaded that, but I said all that to say, I said all that, right? And then I don't have any boys, but my youngest daughter, I technically named her after me, right? So like I put, I took that shit and said, hey, I ain't got no boys. There you go. It's on you now, right?
And you would never want her to feel pressure with that. That was just out of pride and love. That was just like purely out of love, just pure love. So you did that.
What do you think, Naomi? Do you think the family pressure is different for young ladies, for women than it is for men in the family? Is it the same? Is it equal? Or is it just different?
I feel like it's different just because mamas can be sweet on their boys, right? Like I think boys can always kind of have it a little bit easier coming from where the mother is concerned. Like there's certain things that, you know, mothers do for their sons as opposed to like what mothers have their daughters doing. Yeah. So I feel like we're definitely, or at least I'll say for me, like how it came from my family. So like for Lionel to speak about like
Lionel down there. Hold on, Lionel he on his Omarion shit. He got his icebox.
Oh my goodness.
I wish she gave birth to Omarion. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Because Omarion went on an interview and said that it's only been
oh yeah, he was tripping. I'm
him,
gonna pull that up.
Beyonce.
He
like,
lost his mind. Yeah.
Yeah, to come from like
groups.
Fuck, they breaking your shit up. Hold on, say it again. I'm missing it. Torian.
on that break.
Damn it.
It could be because my phone is dying. My phone was dying. I just had to put it on charge.
Get your charger. Get your lick back.
Okay. Did it get better? This fucking up.
It's like maybe 2% better. I think it actually might be better right now. Say something.
Like, hold on. I got it. Hold on, Lionel. I got it. I mean, Lionel. Torian, I got it. I got it ready to go.
We working.
We gonna get right back to you, Naomi. But he disrespected who?
Naomi, hold your thought. Don't lose your thought, Naomi.
Yeah, don't lose your thought. But he disrespected. He disrespected who Whitney Houston said was the king. God damn it.
Just looking at my journey, I'm the only artist other than Beyonce that is like Michael Jackson, that comes from a group, a shared space, a shared experience on stage. You know, that's different from being a solo artist or deciding that I'm a solo act. This is all about me. My experience is unique in that way.
I love you, but I'm not gonna let you forget Bobby Brown.
Okay.
You're gonna have to mention Bobby. You gotta mention Bobby.
But Bobby still was in a closer era than Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like his era was still closer. You know what I mean? He directly influenced Bobby. You know what I'm saying? We come in generations, you know, at least 2 or 3 down generations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you gotta mention Bobby.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta mention Bobby.
You gotta mention Bobby.
Because
you gotta mention
if
Bobby.
Bobby see you on the street, he might try to put you in the head.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Omarion. Let me say that. I'm gonna say that for my. Hey, Omarion, shut the fuck up. Let me say
crazy
that.
because
with all disrespect. I'm saying that with all disrespect. Omarion, shut the fuck up, right? And I'm saying that with my chest because whoever this, I don't know the dude. This is Tank's podcast. I don't know who his co-host name. I'm not disrespecting him, but he shot you some bail. Hey, you miss Bobby, right? All you had to say was, you know what? Hey, you know what? Yep, Bobby too.
Oh, damn, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
That
Yeah,
wouldn't be
you know
very
what? I miss
Omarion
Bobby.
of him. We wouldn't be talking to Omarion if he said that. This is giving what it's supposed to. It's on brand and all that.
But like Omarion, like, dude, I don't think. Do people understand how big Bobby Brown was at one point? Like,
no, it's like
Omarion,
he could just be on some like young nigga shit where it's like, okay, I forgot. Honestly,
Bobby Brown is bigger than Omarion ever has been.
Ever in life.
Fact, and I'm not saying as a young person I wouldn't recognize that, but I just don't know Bobby Brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
like I know my mama, and her auntie.
It's easy to slip our minds because it's not like
that's what I'm saying. So it could have slipped his mind just being younger than just like
today. We were talking about this. We were like talking, but Tamara was like, I think I forgot who else she mentioned, but she's like Beyonce and somebody else were like the only people to have the experience of being in a group successfully.
No, I was thinking it was Diana Ross.
Oh yeah, Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, and Beyonce have the shared experience of being in a successful group and then going solo and being successful. And then I was like, oh, that's true. I was like, oh, Bobby Brown. I'm like, can't forget Bobby Brown. So it's so crazy that this is happening. Like clearly the ancestors are not playing about Bobby Brown though. Somebody was like, run that, because it's probably Whitney Houston. To be honest, she's probably like, run it. She's like, run it, Bobby Brown. Yeah. She's like, Bobby, yeah, that one. She said, let's do
And it's
that
just
one. Don't
it's
forget.
so many more people too than just like
No, I'm
those
sure there's
four.
so many because the
Like
groups were big back then.
people was like in the comments like Shaka
Yeah.
Khan, like damn, I know Shaka Khan. It was like
Yeah.
Patty LaBelle came from a group and like
the bells, yeah.
The groups were so big back then. I
Shaka
feel like
Khan-
Solo was the off.
Shout out to Shaka Khan because her damn group name was Rufus. I don't know who the fuck came up with that name. The name of the
I
group
didn't know that was a group. I thought that was a person.
No.
I did. I've heard of Shaka Khan and Rufus.
Shout out to Torian for freezing with that face. Pause. But Rufus is
That is so funny. I love it. Somebody screenshot that shit.
It's kind of easy. Let me make sure.
But nah, they hold on, I ain't cussing nobody out. Tia said I'm cussing somebody out. Nah, I ain't cussing nobody out. But I do got my Tierra. I do got my little. This is my black Baptist preacher towel. You gotta wipe that sweat with. Goddamn it! You gotta wipe that sweat. Okay, here go Torian. Torian back, y'all. There you go. Are you back, Torian? Torian still ain't back. Damn, let's get Torian up out. Torian, see Torian, you gotta stop getting that Boost Mobile. You gotta go and get you at least a Metro PCS. You still fucking with Boost Mobile. Get you at least a Metro, bro. Like, what's going on?
Maybe it's raining in Houston.
Boost Mobile don't exist no more, do it?
Yes, they do. I just saw one the other day.
I'm about to say I felt like they were Metro. So
Boost Mobile, let's go.
No, they stand
I
on
thought
their
they
own,
joined
too.
forces on some shit.
They stand on their
Yeah,
own.
my ass was a fucking Sprint goer. Now I got T-Mobile. Like
No,
I ain't
Sprint
have no
couldn't stand on their own 2 feet. But that makes sense. Sprint was ass. I hate Sprint.
I don't know
Nah,
what's going on with this shit.
Sprint wasn't that bad. But
There you go. You back, Torian. Yeah, Omarion was so disrespectful.
This Sprint.
Omarion, like, and listen, when you a dude and your catalog consists of Icebox, what's his solo catalog? Icebox, and what else?
I don't know, but that 21 album, that was my shit.
He got so many.
I had that hoe on bootleg.
Fuck, I can't even think.
He was a little too commercial for me. I was more of a pleasure P vibe.
Hey, Tierra said she got that screenshot.
I was that screen. Look, my
Thank
shit was
you,
fucking.
Tierra. Send it to me. Send it.
Y'all bogus. Y'all been not suing y'all.
Send that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna see some papers for y'all niggas.
No, I have screenshot it
So
on my
you signed the
It's
contract
on my little
already.
desktop right now. I see it.
Let me put this out there for the
It was a
people who,
blood contract. You can't sue.
for the younger people
Okay,
who,
I'll
when I
take
say
y'all.
Bobby Brown, they saying, well, we don't get the reference. Think, here's what I'm gonna give you. Think Chris Brown, but without like that, like, because for the time frame he could dance, not like the shit Chris Brown is doing flips and all. He ain't doing that type of shit. But for the 80s, like he could do all the fucking.
Yeah,
80s.
back then they just that's all they did was rock.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
Was on
So
that stage, bitch, dancing, rocking.
Yeah, so think Chris Brown, like a dark-skinned Chris Brown. That's who Bobby Brown was. Real shit. And the Brown name, them niggas might be cousins. I don't know.
And I was just telling Tamara too, if I was to be a touring artist, I probably would do like harder drugs than like I've ever done. Like I probably would do harder drugs if I was a touring artist to do the same thing every single night. And people expect you to have energy. Like I could imagine like people doing like alcohol and drugs. Like I could see that. Like it's like what if you're like on the vibe of like, you know, I really just want to chill tonight, smoke and relax. But like you have to go rock this crowd of 40,000 people to the same songs that you've been singing the last 7 years. Like you would need some other energy, you know? Like, okay, let me just pop this pill. And then you pop out there and feel like a rock star and like rock that bitch.
You know what else? Speaking of like people who
and
can't
then
move,
like what C is, you wouldn't even need to feel like that. Like, cause I feel like the people be having them pop pills already, like off top before they even get to that state. Like they already got certain handlers that are like, I know exactly what you need. Like it gives, y'all know my favorite, one of my favorite movies is Get 'Em to the Greek. And P. Diddy is in that shit. And he's like the record.
Well, that'll probably be a good thing.
And he's just like feeding him all these drugs. Like he's like, no, I got exactly what he needs. Like
life imitating art, imitating life.
Yeah.
No, and it's so crazy to even think about it now. Like,
You need to
'cause
watch
I had
that
seen.
and then watch Blink Twice after.
Oh shit, Lord.
I was
No,
just
that
gonna
would be
watch
too
Blink
much.
Twice the other day. I was like, damn, it's so good. I need to rewatch it. But I'm like, is it
Yeah.
been too soon?
No, I don't think so. I had to kind of rewatch it after I did see it. Damn, Torian.
Damn, my shit fucked up as soon as I said that.
Your computer said, "Talk to me nice, Torian."
You haven't seen it? We're gonna have to watch it. So look,
All right.
boom. So I'm
Let me play
rewatching
this
it.
before we get out of the night. I haven't played the Amon Shumpert yet. Let me play this because I
Oh,
think this
yeah.
is.
Oh
this
wait, because I need the tea because I kind of been seeing parts of shit.
So
on
this is from the Breakfast Club.
Jail.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. That he done her jailed, and I thought that was very extreme. But I didn't watch
So
it.
extreme for 20 days, bitch. What do you want her to learn?
Here we go. Let's listen.
So Iman Shumpert is asking for Tiana Taylor to be held in criminal contempt of court and to be thrown in jail for 20 days.
Okay, now y'all going too far. Come on, Amon. For what?
Well,
20 days.
this is what. So he's basically saying that when Tiana Taylor spoke out, remember we reported in the room about the divorce agreement that they had, and people were saying she got this, she got that, and then she came out and spoke for herself. She went live on Instagram and did a video, and she spoke for herself. He's saying because of that, she's in contempt because their agreement, which they reached back in July of 2024, stated that neither one of them were supposed to talk about terms of what the agreement was, and she went online and she did so.
Of course, a person is willing to leak some that make them look like a victim. And I'm literally going to my ex-husband. Keep in mind, me and Iman are on good terms. I didn't even know we was beefing. So I had him on some people was putting out these blogs, and then somebody's kind of sending me a little bit of proof that you're paying to ship this stuff around to promote and help trend your name. I'm like, but I don't want to believe that it's you because we're in such a great space. Like, I got love for you for real, for real. I just want to know if you could stand up for me because I feel like I've been standing up for you to say I've been protecting you by staying silent. That's so passive aggressive and what you trying to say? You're protecting me by.
I stand with Iman.
That's of course you would.
I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on here.
I feel like was that the live she was giving?
No, because she fucking with the Mufasa nigga, and she done been out here talking about she getting her back beat in by the Mufasa nigga. So I'm so you out
So he just mad.
Well, we don't want
I'm
to
tight.
Obviously, he is just mad because I feel like if you do all that, but divorce gets ugly. Sadly, divorce gets ugly.
This is where I'm going with it.
Why?
But they divorced because he cheated on her. So how you mad she got
I know the way a nigga living was whack, but you don't get a nigga back like that.
But she did it the right way. Right? He did it the right way.
He just needs to get to work. He's out of the league now, and so he's not playing.
I'm out of the league.
He's with his bitch,
I don't need you telling people what my business is.
Too. Because he's on the shot.
The best revenge is your paper. Get your money. Meanwhile, she's hitting carpets and opportunity. You just got to get your money. That really is the answer.
He's a professional athlete. Ain't no more money.
Just disconnect and get your money out.
Going back to the league. You gotta go.
What he gonna do? He gonna go coach?
No.
Who knows? There's a billion ways to get it.
Iman Shumpert. If he got to go the J.R. Smith route and coach at his alumni,
right? He was Georgia Tech, I think. With the Georgia Tech.
No credible university or credible school is going to take Iman.
That would be a.
You know what, bro? You need to get my brother on your little sports podcast when you be going on there.
Coaching wouldn't fit his lifestyle because he's been a superstar for so long. He's not gonna be able to go from even being a
stretch, but shout out.
He's been a superstar. Iman Shumpert was on. First of all, he's won championship rings.
Shout out to LeBron.
Primetime television, Dancing with the Stars, married to Tiana Taylor. We're talking about him right now, and he's not even really relevant or doing anything. So he's clearly a star at some point. And so, going into coaching for him right now, I feel like mentally, that'd be the hard part for them is coming into I'm just a regular guy. Let me just most people coming from stardom into regularness is not a thing that they can even process. So he would have to find something to just in the entertainment industry to keep himself afloat and keep his self-esteem, especially after losing Tiana Taylor, a bad bitch that's moving on. You got to think all this shit. It matters. You don't go into coaching after that. That would just ruin everything for him. That was too
and you out here,
mediocre. He gonna lose
especially
it.
when your ex is fucking Mufasa. See, that's the problem. You out here, you didn't even go and like give shit time to breathe. You went straight and started fucking Mufasa. It's doing too much. So I'm
She's
petty.
also
know,
she's
'cause I think
extremely
she was fucking with.
successful.
Oh
She's
no,
still
she's rocking
working.
off
She's
Mufasa.
successful and
Y'all
connected.
stop. Come on.
I mean, I
She's
didn't say she
successful
was. I
and
said
connected.
that wasn't the first person. The first person was
Damn, so she
probably,
fucking other niggas before Mufasa.
and he was
But-
fucking bitches while he was married to her and still is. So what are you talking about?
Hey,
They both
Roy,
fucking up. They
this is
both say
all
he ain't
so
just at
relevant.
home not
That's
having no
regardless
sex,
of the point.
Roy. What are you talking about, Roy?
And even
Well,
then,
but we
still
had
don't
an
even really know
agreement.
what
We
the
had an
problem is.
agreement in place, and you violated the agreement. Now, me personally, I wouldn't want to put my baby mama in jail. That's just me personally, right?
But
That's
then
why it's just it gives me desperate,
But I
especially
do
because she's
stand
still
with
like
Iman,
hella
though.
successful.
I'm standing with
like,
Iman.
doing shit.
No, you don't.
He's just like losing it. He can't
Standing with
take all
Iman.
this. You can't take it.
You
That's
stand
the
with
thing.
Tory
If you
Lanez
can't
too,
take the
huh,
heat, then bitch,
Roy?
you gotta get out the kitchen.
That's crazy, Roy. I'm finna stab you. Allegedly, I'm gonna stab.
Yeah, no, hey, man, I gotta stand with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on out here. But see, that's where it gets crazy though, because you know, I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, we co-parent, and it sounds good until you know it's an imbalance, right? And like, how long do you go with these imbalance in the quote unquote co-parent before you start feeling a certain type of way, right?
You gotta realize it is an imbalance off top. Like you have to because I feel like if you take it from the perspective that like, okay, we're already co-parenting, like that's like, okay, damn, this is already off balance. So then because when you take it from that perspective, then you could say, let's keep this shit as good as it could go, versus trying to like you know, tell yourself, okay, no, this is gonna be great, this is fine, because that's just, I mean, it could be great and fine. But I feel like the perspective is everything. When you approach this like, hey, this might not be fixed right now, but let's make these pieces make sense. I don't know. That's like building versus like trying to start up here as if this shit's already together. Clearly, there's shit that wasn't working out. I don't know. I've seen it go both ways, so it's hard to call it. It really is hard to call it. But I feel like perspective's everything. Clearly, that'd be the difference. So how you look at something's different. And one thing I've learned about parenting is like there's so many ways to get that shit done. Like there's so many ways to be a good parent too. And
Right.
there's so many ways we can learn from each other's strengths as parents. And I feel like I'm pretty sure that's true for all things, you know. So there's a billion ways to get it. Just keep that in mind, people. Never let shit hold you back. Don't ever feel restrained. And don't like feel like fuck with yourself. If I'm honest and transparent, here's a transparent moment. Like the past like week, I've had an internal feeling which was just like not sufficient and not good enough, which is crazy. I know I've been recognizing how crazy that is because that's not something I'm familiar. I've never really felt that in life, but this week, pretty much consistently, but I should say last week, I felt insufficient or just like, damn, am I cutting it? Like I don't know, am I making the right decisions? Those kind of questions, and so, but like I can say like I'm totally fine. I don't know where that energy was coming from, but I hate it. And I want to reassure anybody on the planet that could ever think that or feel that way. Like, you were so good that you got this shit in the bag. Like, the half of it is knowing it. So believe in yourself and know if like the first try doesn't work, then there's plan B, plan C, plan D. Those are how people eat. Those are the eaters of the world. You may recognize somebody and think, oh, that looks so good and so big and so successful. You just don't realize that's plan W, bitch. This is plan Z. Like, you know, like been getting this shit, been trying. And so you never know what it took or what it takes. But I can say from my perspective, sometimes it does take plan Y. But I'm a person that doesn't give up. Like, I'll be on that shit. So that's my last like point and message. It's like eaters eat. I'll say that.
Whoa, pause.
I know you gonna say pause.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Rory, this wasn't for you.
That's not even a pausable moment, Rory, because that could be straight. Like,
but eaters eat is crazy though.
Eaters eat.
That is
Yeah.
a little crazy statement, but it's not even like I get what you're saying, Lionel. That wasn't even like a pause moment.
No, that's pause.
Right, it wasn't a pause at all.
Well, first of all, I'm the oldest person on here, so clearly I'm the like, you know,
Oh wow, he want to be a truth teller finally. Whoa.
I make the final decision on pauses around this motherfucker.
And when I say
He said,
that,
"You should be the last one. You should be the last one."
Like, you know, like
It's
eat
right.
at life.
Who is this
Eat at
YN?
whatever
Don't let
fuck
this
your mind
YN
is
make the
on.
pause decisions.
No, should definitely be that person.
Troy, Roy.
Troy, not mixing us up. That's my daddy name. That's my
I've
daddy
been doing
name.
it like a grandpa all week. I've been doing it all week. I'm like, what the
I
hell
don't
is
even. You
happening?
know what's funny? I never call anybody Troy. I always call him T. Roy. I never called him Troy. I always call
That's
him
my
anybody.
nickname, literally.
Really? I did not know that.
That's
That's
old
my
niggas.
family
Shit.
nickname.
The
My
old
dad's
niggas,
Where
we
does the
don't
Roy
call him
come
Troy. We
from?
call him T. Roy.
Huh?
Where does the Roy come from?
Because my nickname is my dad's name, broken up. Troy T. Roy. That's my nickname.
And I think Troy is a cool name. I would never fuck it up. Like,
Nobody thought
is a
Troy was cool back in the day. We always called him T. Roy. T. Roy. Matter of fact, there's a song. Who sings the song T. Roy? When they remember.
When Naomi?
I was just saying that's funny because I'm just thinking about my friend named Troy too.
Yeah, T. Roy. Shout out to T. Roy. Yeah, we call them niggas T. Roy. What you sipping? Torn, you sipping? Got some wine? What you got over there?
Yeah, I got some wine, some white Zinfandel.
Some white Zinfandel. How old are you, Negro?
Your age, about 70.
Yeah, I told y'all he the same age as me. This nigga drinking white Zinfandel. The fuck?
What's wrong with white Zinfandel? That's my mama.
Nigga,
It's in honor of my mother, whose birthday.
Oh,
was
okay.
today.
So you also
Okay,
got
let's
some.
have a cheers to her.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to her. What's her name?
Phyllis.
Say her name.
Well, cheers to you, Phyllis. So much love and light. And you could feel my energy, Phyllis. You know my vibe. I'm sending it to you.
Yeah. I can't even make no joke on that. See, damn y'all. I hate when I can't make a damn.
Exactly.
I gotta
You
be
got
serious.
Trump.
Hey,
You know what we call that, Roy?
You got
Growth.
pause.
Growth.
No, we have to pause you for a second.
Yeah, I had to be
We have to
serious and
spiritually
shit.
shut you
Fuck
down
out
for
of
2
here with all this
seconds and then you're
seriousness.
back.
Jesus, this is doing too much.
But now you back. You can get back.
I am back now. We back on the bullshit now. See? We back. We back on the bullshit. No, we gotta get ready to get up out of here. We gotta get ready to get up out of here because Torian, his plan, he just had to get some more minutes on his phone. So his whole shit finna die. I thought I missed something tonight I wanted to talk about, but we might be able to get to it another time, I guess. Well, let me just take a quick look. Okay, before we go, let's go here. Y'all thoughts on the Diddy case to this point, the Diddy trial? It's not a lot, you know. We had a couple of people testify. Cassie's testified. Y'all thoughts so far?
I need to read up on it some more, but
this nigga.
I watched Breakfast Club talk about it. The girl Lauren said that she think that Diddy go get off just based off of his team is like doing a good job of swaying the narrative. And I seen another thing about this. I don't know who the guy was. It was a white guy. He was saying like the government was doing such a bad job on this trial against Diddy because they just been making about like the abuse and the sexual abuse when it's supposed to be like on the RICO charges. He said they haven't even mentioned anything about the RICO charges, so he said they're doing a bad job.
It's still early to be fair.
Yeah, I thought that too. So, but I'm like,
I feel like they're setting the stage because I think that's a part of the RICO is this bitch is freaked out to an extended level all over the world. So it's like did you pay for this person to have sex with you in this city? Did you pay for them to travel to this city? Was you extorting the fuck out of Cassie in that city? Did y'all travel to that country to pay that person? Because at that point, that's a sex enterprise. And then like when you add drugs to that, were you guys having somebody else bring the drugs? Did this person want to leave and you said, no, don't leave, bitch. I need you to beat her ass and drug her back because that's on camera. Now we got kidnapping. That all, when you can, if from what I see, if they're really on their shit, they laying the stage for sure. They're setting the stage to make it clear like there's beyond proof and illegal activity happening, bitch, all over the country and all over the world. That kind of makes it the racketeering claim or case. You know, it's not like he was just doing the shit at his Miami house at this one particular place, you know, with these certain people. It's like a lot of prostitutes seemingly involved, a lot of cities, and a lot of different drugs.
And then
which is where that could be.
and
But we're gonna see the case that they like. We're gonna see. Because that's where it could be racketeering. But the hard thing is, what if everybody in this bitch was consenting and everybody was good?
Right.
What if everybody walked in and was like, I'm here for the freak out? You know, that's going to be the part that Diddy's team, that's the advantage for them. Is like, these people were totally here for it. Like, I may have paid, but like, they were here for it. They were consenting to it.
Yeah.
But even the paying is still a thing, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
And then when you mix in drugs, because even Roy was just saying at the beginning of the show how he wouldn't like fuck with nobody.
Yeah.
If
like,
you've been drinking,
even just like had drinks and shit, and like it kind of goes to say like, you know, once you're mixing drugs in, it's like you're kind of losing consent there. Like consent can be lost. Like it could have been like one thing before,
right?
You know, no shit changed, and there's no way. But like I said, I'm not tapped into anything. I haven't watched anything. I don't know what's going on with the trial. So y'all have to give me like the information. But even what you were just explaining, Lionel, it's given.
I know. And that's why I'm pretty sure.
Insane. They were such high caliber drugs that like.
Because even he has like his own concoction.
Right.
Cocaine. Who with pink cocaine? Who the fuck makes pink cocaine?
Right. Exactly.
Hey.
I know. I feel like
it's ecstasy.
It's a two-sided coin because it's Diddy, and it's such a high-profile case. So it's very and then it's sex too. So people are entertained by sex. People are entertained by celebrities in America. So then that's all here. And then plus Cassie looks good as fuck. People were turned on by Cassie.
And then
so
y'all
people are
gotta
interested in
remember,
this. Prostitution's here. Drugs are here. This is such an interesting case. That like
then his daughters was at the case too. What y'all think about that? His daughters was there.
I heard they walked out at. I heard they
They
walked
walked
out
out.
at one point.
The whole
Yeah, when the male escort was talking about like the shit he was doing, he's peeing in Cassie mouth and shit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, she was with the shits. You know,
the whole.
I know. That's why I feel like at what point is it like okay, but I guess that's why I feel like they're laying the case because they are getting extremely detailed. But so I feel like that's in the name of like they're painting a picture. I can't wait to see the big picture that they're trying to
but they gotta bring it. They're gonna have to make sure that they connect.
The judge
They
has
gotta
the power
connect the
to
dots.
allow what's going in the case against Diddy as well. Like they can only bring up stuff. I don't know if y'all have ever watched Suits or like any law shows. When they they gotta bring it to the judge, and the judge will allow if like the evidence,
certain evidence, right?
Or just you can say this when we go to the court, like in the court date. So this case is gonna drag out. Diddy gonna be in for a minute.
Yeah,
like this case.
I feel like he's guilty as fuck. I feel like honestly, there's enough stuff to like be clear. And it's another one of those R. Kelly situations where it's just like this was one of those enterprises, bitch. For racketeering, this might be the first actual RICO that I'm like aware of. I'm like, this seems pretty RICO-y.
Yeah,
you know.
Right, Young Thug got off. Young Thug got off. So
I'm on the opposite side
Big
of the
money, but
prove that
that was very domestic though.
I feel like it was harder to prove
US.
that with Young Thug. There's more of a case here, and
yeah, there's more cases.
I'll be sure.
Like my only
question is a
would be
wild card, bitch. We don't know what's up his sleeve. I'll be sure doing interviews here and there. He's popping.
Yeah,
up.
but okay, but he's not
a wild
involved in
card.
this.
We don't know what proof he has.
But he's not involved in this though. I'll be sure is not involved.
Not yet.
We don't know that at this point.
Listen,
right, not to your knowledge. He the one who giving out the shit. Look,
time out. First
he
of
was
all,
giving the
nigga,
tips off.
First of all, we got to talk about the fact that another nigga raised your son while you was still above ground, walking around doing shows. So, like, I got a problem with Al B. Sure off
Well,
rip.
his son wanted nothing. I mean,
It probably was bigger than that.
Another conversation.
That probably was bigger than that.
No,
well, y'all have that conversation over there then, because you got to figure
That's
out
not
why this.
illegal. At the end of the day, we talking about illegal shit.
Okay, but people can grow, Roy. He grew.
Well, his son is still calling another man daddy, so that nigga ain't grew that much.
His son got Stockholm
We
syndrome.
need to know what the fuck is this Diddy. It's not just any guy. It's
No,
Diddy
you
that we're
crazy,
talking about. We
Roy.
need to get to the bottom of this shit.
Free Diddy. Free Diddy, free Tory, free Tory.
That
All right,
wasn't
we
his
up
son.
out
He
here for
probably
the
had
night.
that son freak offs 'cause it wasn't his son.
Lock Roy up. That's what we hashtag lock Roy up.
I understand free Tory, but free Diddy is crazy.
Free Tory. Who else is locked up? Menendez
my
brothers.
nigga D-Real.
Free
You about to be-
D-Real, the Menendez brothers. Let's free them. Who else is in jail?
R. Kelly, you didn't say R. Kelly.
Turn this bitch out.
Free Larry Hoover.
Yeah, free
Right.
Larry.
Free Larry Hoover.
Let's bring Kelly home. Who else is in there? Oh, they trying to
Free
fuck
Ye.
with Smokey Robinson now. Y'all are.
Oh yeah, they
Smokey
are. That's crazy.
Smokey Robinson, almost 100 years old. Y'all get out of here with that. Peace, y'all.